God, he was a bit of a dick, wasn't he? Like, everyone's always just so, like, friendly.
Oh, a big biopic about. Are you okay, Riley?
Yeah, I don't mind that. Please keep going.
Okay, yeah. They're making Collateral the movie.
Okay, my verdict. I must tell you that in the case of the best sandwich, you have a pass.
Yes.
Well, you're now. So, here's what you're tasked to do. This is like a special ops operation.
Okay.
I need you to make a band, okay?
Band, South of Salem.
We love South of Salem.
Hey!
We've got Halen. Oh, Inspector Riley. How's it going, dude?
She's dragging it out.
Shut up, man. This is my moment.
I'm gonna try and be.
Oh, of course. You've actually boxless completely. Some may argue you cannot think outside the box without a box, but who knows?
I wouldn't mind.
Wait, you're telling me that's not how drumming works? You don't replace your kit every song?
I'm afraid not, man. It's an illusion.
No!
Don't let the magic happen, bro.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the Uncensored Podcast, episode 18. I'm Riley, that's Tom, and today we have a very special guest.
Yep. Again, we're joined by Ben from Collateral. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, man. Great to see you guys. Hey, everyone.
Hope you're all well. Right, I think we'll just get straight through to the questions, not wasting any time. Right, so how did Collateral come to where they are now? Like at the moment, they are playing some really amazing gigs, and we're glad to have seen them. But I'm wondering where it all started.
Oh, that's really cool that you've come to some of the shows, man. We started in 2018. I joined the band. I was the last person to join, really, before we grew in like 2020, 2021 when we got another guitar player and another keyboard player. But we started in 2018. And yeah, we started playing the pub circuit, just like our local pubs and things like that, mostly in the southeast. And then we always wanted to play Hard Rock Hell. That was like the big deal, you know?
Yeah, it is a big deal.
Yeah, for sure. Like for any band on the circuit. And we got to play the awards. We got to play 4 songs. But it was
it's better than nothing.
Hey, it was great. I really enjoyed it. It was brilliant, and the after party was amazing. And we were treated really well. But from then on, really, it just grew from strength to strength, really. And then we started playing venues and started, playing with some really, really cool bands that we really look up to and things. And it's just been a mega experience. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, the first time we'd ever seen you was Reckless Love, funny enough.
Oh.
When you opened for Reckless Love.
Yeah, and I'm guessing the Treatment supported as well, or main support.
Yeah,
it's the Treatment.
They're great.
Quite good friends of the podcast.
Yeah, Treatment, very good friends of the podcast.
Oh, that's awesome. I really, really like those guys.
Lovely.
Where did you see us? Which venue was it?
Electric Ballroom.
Yeah, in London, or in Camden.
Yeah. That's definitely a bucket list venue for me. We played it in 2019 at Camden Rocks. We won this like competition. We played it like mid something, but it was mega to play the Electric Ballroom, and then obviously we got to play it again, and it was it's incredible.
Yeah, like me and Tom were talking like after that day, like it's a lovely venue. Like
it's wicked.
It's a really nice venue. Like
it's
one of
amazing.
my favourites I've been to for sure. But so we know like the rough origin of your band. So now, what was the origin of your band's name? How did you come up with Collateral?
Well, I didn't, but the rumor has it that Collateral means. Well, Angelo came up with it basically. I think he was watching a Tom Cruise film or something, and he was like, "Oh, that's a sweet name," because he's in a film called Collateral. And they were just looking at what film to watch it, and then they looked deeper into the meaning. Obviously, the kind of normal term is like collateral, as in like something in like the legal system or something. But what he found out is that it means brothers bonded by blood.
Oh wow.
Which is so much cooler.
Yeah.
So we love it, I suppose.
I mean, I know it due to a different reason, but
Oh yeah.
I never knew that. Yeah, all of my Call of Duty days.
Okay. I have no idea. I have no idea what you're referring to, but cool.
It helps, neither do I.
Basically in Call of Duty, if you manage to kill 2 people within the same shot, that's a collateral kill.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that is wicked, Tom. Thank you.
Useless fact, but
well funny.
He'll seem to be well funny all the way through. So, what is your go-to music at this current time? Like, what do you like love listening to?
Well, me personally?
Yeah, personally.
I'm a metal guy, man. So I've always listened to, well, not always, but my go-to is usually metal. I do listen to quite a lot of rock. Recently, I've been listening to a lot of Bryan Adams, thanks to the producer that we're with at the moment. It's called Dan Weller. He put me onto this album. Well, it's probably Bryan Adams' most famous album. It's called Waking Up the Neighbors. Every song's about sex, basically, and it's amazing. Yeah,
sounds it.
It's great. It's really good. It's really well put together, and it's wicked. And the choruses are really like just memorable. Really, it's wicked.
Yeah, cool. I found myself getting into some new stuff. Literally just today, I was talking to Tom before we started this. I was playing 2K, and I thought, I just got my letter to play anything, and it was like, let's shuffle a station. And I've been listening to some Sleeping with Sirens lately, and they're really good. I've added them to my rotation now.
Is that like an atmospheric kind of rock band or something?
To an extent, but it's just a sound that I wasn't too familiar with. So I thought, I'll give it a try, and they've got some good stuff. So I recommend.
I'll give it a go, man. I mean, music's art, isn't it? So it's
yeah, for sure.
Everything's good in a different way, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But so if you listen to all that. So a question that I want to ask is, do you ever listen to your own music, like in your free time?
No.
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 The amount of answers where everyone will just go, no.
No. And I'm guessing they said the same reason as me, but when you're playing it a lot of the time, you
kind of get sick of hearing it over and over again.
Absolutely, man. The last thing you want to do is hear the song that you've been playing for a while and stuff. And yeah,
I do find that so interesting, because when I asked that, I originally thought like the very first time I was like, God, everyone's just gonna say, yeah, of course. I mean, it's my music. No one can reflect like the taste that I like more than the music I make. But no, the general consensus has always been like, yeah, no, I don't really listen to my own music. You kind of get sick of listening to the stuff you make, which I think is so interesting, like from an outsider perspective.
I suppose it is. When you start like putting a tune together, it's really fascinating, and you're really into it, and you listen to it a lot, and then you're learning it, and then you're to kind of perfect it live and stuff, and to tour, and then even just before touring, you're like, I don't really want to hear it, and then you tour it, and you're like, I definitely don't want to hear
it. Fair enough. So, what is the inspiration to the band? Like the kind of like what bands do the band take inspiration from? That's what I was trying to get to.
Well, it's a great question. We all take influences from different places, I suppose, but we can mutually agree on things that we think is kick-ass and awesome that we hear. Like an obvious one from Angelo's perspective, he's a singer. He really likes an artist called Bon Jovi.
Love Bon Jovi.
And great band. And there's nuances of that in our music for sure. From Angelo, Louis, who's the guitar player, likes a lot. Well, he grew up on Van Halen. He grew up on a lot of blues music. He's really into blues. I'm a metal guy, as I said, but I do like a lot of rock music. Obviously, that's where I started on my journey. And Jack likes a lot of like 80s rock, 80s hard rock. So yeah, generally speaking, it's obviously a lot of rock music, generally from like 70s, 80s, early 90s, and possibly some modernish stuff as well. So yeah, it's quite an eclectic. You know, when we all get together, it's interesting writing music.
Cool.
Okay.
Riley, you asked this. I've got to quickly run downstairs because stuff is happening downstairs.
That's
I've got to
okay.
put a stop to it.
I've got to be honest. If you came here for professionalism, you can. I'm dead honest. I'm starving. I thought I'd have dinner by now. I haven't. So if I randomly disappear, I've went to scran. But I'm going to keep some form of presentable.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got the long sleeve shirts on because they make me look slightly more important. But so we got. Do you listen to your own music? I'm going to ask. I say this every week. I can't basically just read off a script at this point. But this is the question I hate the most out of all my lineup of questions, and that's what is like your dream venue to play?
Ooh. Dream
Cool.
venue.
We're hitting this question early.
Oh, I know. I just wanted to get it done.
This differs from person to person. So for me, it's Alexandra Palace. I was there the other day watching Gajira play. My friend got free tickets, and I've been there so many times, and it's a big place, and the sound there is always incredible. And you just see like queues and hordes of people going to this venue, and you know, I was one of those little ants, I suppose, in the place. And I just looked around. I was like, wow, this place is big. And just the architecture of it, it's like an old building. It's obviously like a palace or whatever, but it's like a really building with like pillars everywhere and like old school kind of architecture. It's brilliant. For Angelo, I know what he'd say, and he'd say Wembley Stadium. This is a pretty obvious one, but now you know.
Fair enough.
I mean, Ali Pali is quite a good choice. I don't think we've heard it yet.
We've not. We can add that to the list.
It is a really good choice.
Played it with Gajira. He's on tour with them at the moment, and he was playing. And I was chatting to him, and he's like, "Wow, that's dope."
Yeah.
Like,
this question.
What band is it? Sorry. No, what band is it? Because I think, is it the same supporting openers from what they were meant to do last year?
Yeah.
Well, so it's Alien Weaponry and the other, but I can't remember the other band's name.
It's the one you can't remember.
Yeah. Oh, it's cool.
It's cool, man. They're called Employed to Serve. Great name. Great name.
Yeah. Now you've said it. I remember then. I remember the name because I've seen it somewhere that they're supporting someone else as well.
They're really good, man. They're a really good band. So proud of it, man.
Do need to have a listen.
Yeah, that question it has helped me discover a lot of, because I'm not exactly wise with old age at the moment. So but having these people and go, oh, I'd love to play this place, it really helped like broaden my horizons of like places that I would have never had on the bucket list to be like, oh, I need to see someone play here and there. Like I think it was
give me one example.
Oh, hang on, you've got to make me try and remember things. Tom, what was the place where it was like in a rock or something? Or it was like in a canyon?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're on about. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was like a canyon.
It's called in America.
Yeah, it was in America.
That's Red Rocks.
Yeah, that seemed really awesome. I was like, I would have never thought of that before.
It's iconic, that place. Yeah, that's a really cool place. Wow. Yeah, I should have thought of that. But there you go.
Yeah, but that seems awesome. So.
Yeah. So we've talked about dream venue. If you was, we're just getting all the dream questions out of it. If you was to collaborate with any band, any artist, this day and age, who would you pick?
Oh my god, I got to think about this.
To play with you, play with Collateral, however you want it to go down.
It'd probably be like I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but it'd probably be Nickelback.
That's an opinion.
Most
Riley probably doesn't. I think Riley isn't the biggest fan of Nickelback. I don't mind them. I like them.
You know what?
I think they're all right.
I used to dislike them because for whatever reason, but I started listening to their music like, I don't know, a couple of years ago or something, and I was like, that's a banging you know, lead line, or that's a banging chorus, or that's a banging, you know, the music's, the songwriting's bang on, man.
They are good at what they do. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to admit, I think to an extent I may just be a follower of the crowd, because I could not give you a reason why I would say I dislike them. It's more of just like, oh, that person dislikes them. I guess I should too.
We've all been there.
Yeah,
I get it.
but the first step to fixing that is to admit it. So I'll listen to some Nickelback.
Listen to if you can, Riley, their latest album's banging. The production on it is next level.
I will write a note of that.
Cool, man. I think it's called Get Rollin. It's called Get Rollin. Yeah.
Is that is it the one from this year or last year? I can't remember if they released it this year or last year, because I know they did a single last year, I'm pretty sure.
It's either this year or last year. I can't remember which one. I imagine it's probably this year. But I did hear it when it came out, and I was like, wow, this is...
I've yet to listen to it. I never knew it came out.
That's good, man. It's good.
It's good. We'll have to check it out. But
last year.
Oh, it was last year.
Oh, there you go.
I was just thinking a moment ago, I thought this is a question that I don't ask, that I think I probably should. What is the favourite song that you have made? Like, what is your personal Collateral favourite?
To play or to listen to, or what?
Just like all round encompassing.
Ooh, let me think. I mean, this is probably, you know, this isn't fair, but it's probably one of the new songs that you haven't heard yet.
Oh, man.
I've just been in the studio, but because obviously everything's exciting when you've just been in track songs, but from what, you know, from the back catalogue, it would be it would be probably Promised Land off the Rewired one. We did like
that is a very good choice.
Oh, thanks, man. It's on the Rewired one. It's different. Like it's the structure's all different and everything, and it comes in like almost immediately, like bang into it, and it's just like ready for action. But the dynamics really work, and it goes like really quiet again and back up. I just really like it. I think it's great.
Yeah, that's definitely up there. Personally, Merry-Go-Round has always been my favourite. Maybe tied with Mr. Big Shot. Two absolute bangers, because they were both songs, if I'm not mistaken, were both played on the set when we went to see you.
We play both of them. Yeah,
and like, because might as well be dead honest here, didn't really listen to too much like of your music before the concert, and it was like those songs I was like, damn, wow, these are really good. And after that I really went home, and you were just like constant rotation for about 2 weeks straight, just like barely any other artists. And so they were bands who really got, like, they were the two songs that really got me heavily into Collateral. So
that's wicked.
Riley's one of the people that will go to a gig, have no clue who's opening or supporting, and they'll just enjoy the music while it's being played, and then he'll go home and listen to them.
I like the experience of discovering the things live. So
I respect that massively, man. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's pretty cool.
Good. So, what is your favourite performance that you have done on stage? Like, this is normally like a 2-part question.
Ooh.
So, like, your favourite, not favourite place, like
the one I played really good at, and the crowd were going crazy, and the venue and stuff
was
amazing.
Yeah.
To be honest, like the whole experience for me of London, O2 Kentish Town Forum, that's a big bucket list venue for me, man. I remember I was playing in another band a long time ago, and we parked just outside it to go and play, you know, the venue, the pub up the road. And I was just looking at that venue going, oh, I wish I could play there, man. And I've seen so many bands there, and it's a you know, for you know, a smaller band like us, it's a big venue, like a really big venue. And you know, to play that was just you know, time stood still, man. When I was playing, I was just like, wow. And loads of friends. I saw loads of people in the crowd as well, and I just couldn't believe it. It was an absolute just.
I was going to say, wasn't that last year that you played that?
Yeah.
I was going to say it was with Skid Row, wasn't it?
Yeah, man. Skid Row, yeah.
I mean, I was going to go to that, but it sadly fell on a Monday.
Was it a Monday?
So, I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh man.
Yeah, because I was debating it because I had worked the exact same day.
No, fair. That's fair. But if it was a Monday, wow, it's pretty busy for a Monday. Wow.
Yeah. But on to the second part. So it normally comes in two parts. So I always ask. Well, I've asked for like the past couple of guests, what is your favorite place? Not favorite place. Your favorite performance that you have done, and a support act that has supported you. So say if you've done like either supported or been like the main band playing, who has been your favorite to support you?
Yeah, what's your favorite band that you've worked with?
Oh my word, that's a question. One comes to my head right now, but this is by no means definitive. Like to be honest, everyone I meet, everyone's so cool. Like on and off the stage, like in general. And I think every musician has something really unique to bring to the table. I just like seeing everyone play and stuff like that. But I remember, I don't know why this came into my head, but I remember they were so good. There was this band called Raider that supported us in Swansea. It was at Hangar 18. My friend Mark puts on shows there, and it was this band called Raider. And for some reason, that just popped into my head, and they were great. They were like raucous riffs. Check them out, like, and the guy had pipes, man. The guy had pipes, and the drummer was great. And I'm obviously watching, the drummer, so it was really good. And we had a good little natter afterwards. He was a really nice lad. So yeah,
nice.
That sticks in my head.
Sorry, Tom, 1 moment.
Here we go. Right, I'll take over from now because we both have to have this moment where one of us will disappear and then the other one will disappear at some point.
Okay.
I say that he just disappears whenever he wants. He leaves me by myself to do it. But I'll carry on. So how's the second album coming along?
It's great, man. I mean, it's I don't really know how to explain it, really. I mean, obviously we went to Marshall Studios, or it's not obvious, but we went to Marshall Studios, which is, Marshall, they make amplifiers and stuff for guitars.
Yep.
That's supposed to be guitar. It's not supposed to be something else. It's supposed to be guitar. And we went to their studio, and it was amazing. Like, they had flat screen TVs everywhere, like loads of space. The console room looked like the Starship Enterprise, it looked mega
amazing.
And the live room was, the room where you like playing that. It was so big, like it was enormous room, and we got a really, really nice drum sound. And as far as the album, it's going really well. I would say that it's, and this is, I mean, I'm always honest, but it's quite. At the moment, it sounds quite different to what we've done before. And obviously every band says that, but I'll leave you to, when it comes out, for you to kind of listen to it and see what you think and maybe compare to our previous release. But it's definitely different, man.
When is it due out? Because has it got like a definite date? Or
not yet, but it's
have we just got like a kind of rough when it will be?
I think it's going to be the end of the year, this year. So if that changes, I'll let you know.
Okay, apologies, I am back, but I'm going to keep my camera off because I'm really hungry.
All right.
Sorry, it's very unprofessional, but I am so hungry.
If you're hungry, man, eat.
So I accidentally deleted a few of my questions, so I'm going to just try and throw some of the ones I remember off of the dome like a real professional would. So that's quite a simple one. If you your band Collateral would have a mascot that cannot be an animal, so it's like a fridge or a brick, what would it be?
I'm going to say a cowboy, but can I say that?
I'm going to class that under animal.
I suppose mammal. Okay. It would be a. I was going to say a cheese sandwich, but I don't really know, man. Like, I'm just thinking of food now, like, because you said food, so. I'll go with cheese sandwich, man. My mind's gone blank. So, a very good question. Never been asked that before. Great question.
We try to be original.
It's a regular on the podcast here. We've had so many odd answers, haven't we?
What's the oddest answer you had, if you can remember?
Honestly, it was probably from last month. In my opinion, personally, I think it was we had the karma effect on in January.
They're mega band.
God, we love the karma effect.
And they said a shed door.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah, and there was a whole backstory about, I think it was a keyboard player or bassist sleeps on a shed door or something.
And if you want to know more, you can check that episode out right now after this one, which is linked above. Sorry, I've got the marketing head on. I'm trying to get better. We have 6 minutes left till we'll have to start a new meeting. So, Tom, any other burner questions you need to get out?
Not burner questions. We've got like the main load of questions that we do at the end, like near the end. But I'm happy to do one now, and then you've just got all your main questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we're talking about Riley disliking bands, also known as Nickelback. Do you actually dislike any bands? Like, is there just a band that you just have a hatred for?
Nope. As I say, man, like, everyone has something different to bring to the table, and it's like, it's just, it's the best thing ever when you because you're going to see bands as well as play, and I look forward to almost as much as playing, to see whether it's bands that you know or bands that you don't. It's just great, man, and everyone's always so nice. Like, you don't get any guys that are like have their arms crossed, in a band and be like, yeah, who are you? Yeah. Why should I speak to you? Sort of thing. They're always really nice, which is great, man. Because I don't really know that stuff anyway. I don't get it.
I believe as hosts of a podcast who interview bands, I think me and Tom can second that. We've never had anyone who went, God, he was a bit of a dick, wasn't he? Like, everyone's always just so like friendly.
Chilled out.
Yeah,
that's good, man. That's good.
It's good because we try to bring out everyone's fun side. Like all our like main last questions, it's just a bit of fucking silly fun, and we just try to have fun with it.
That's life, man. Life's about fun, man.
Cool.
Exactly.
What is something that I'm trying to definitely improve as the podcast goes on? I don't want it to feel like an interview. I want it to feel like questions are being asked, but there's no like, oh God, like, I feel like I want people just be able to relax, just kind of run through the questions we got, just like talk about their experiences and how they make the music that we love. So.
That's cool, man. Like, some people, I guess, can be too serious, and some of those people, maybe I just don't click with them. Maybe it's just not my vibe. I don't know, but I'm chill, man.
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
I mean, in my opinion, it will always seem a bit like an interview, this kind of thing. But
yeah,
as Riley does say, we do want to try and make it seem like we're just having a nice conversation and we just ask questions along the way.
Yeah, it's a lot more natural, I think, that as well.
Yeah, well, I'll be trying to be a lot more natural. Yeah,
I'm into it, man. It's cool. We're just having a chat. It's great.
Yeah. Right, Riley. Anything?
Unless there's any little anecdotes that you would love to get out in the 3 minutes 30 until we'd need to start the second meeting.
Yeah, why not? Just any like,
if you got any stories that you wish to share
from being in the band.
Oh no, you don't want to hear my stories, mate.
Oh dear.
Oh man.
Well,
another time over a beer.
Next time we come see you then.
Yeah, man. 100%.
Okay.
I mean,
well,
here we go. I was just going to start rambling on about the first time we saw them.
Oh yeah, go on.
But-
Then. Feel free.
Oh yeah, the first time we'd seen you, we like honestly we was like right at the front. I was well up for it. I was just happy
Cool.
to be there.
That's so cool.
It was. To be fair, I think I met up with you like after your set or something. I think.
Was it outside the venue?
No, it would have been at.
I believe
back,
it was. Merchandise stalls.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, mega. Yeah.
But yeah, we were literally at Barrier, so
I would have seen you then because I can hardly see anything when I play drums, but I can usually see the front row.
yeah,
So I would have seen you.
we watched you doing your thing, and then we're pretty sure we saw you at the back, so it was awesome.
I was hanging out at the back with a couple of friends drinking beers and stuff. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I remember because my mum kept on. My mum was there with me as well, and she commented on your T-shirt, I believe.
T-shirt was a
Yeah, because I think old J's or
old JB
something. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and she
I think it's like a
rum.
A rum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this. She educated me on my T-shirt because I had no idea where it was from. So my friend gave it me. Yeah, that was mega. Yeah, I'll bottle one day for sure. We'll have
bad because she told me to mention that as well. That's the thing. That's the only reason why I've mentioned it because she told me to.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Exclusive podcast intel.
Yes.
Cool.
Right. Well, we'll cut to the second part. Right. Part 2. I don't remember what I said. That could have been wrong.
Disappeared. Look.
Oh, that is mental. How's it?
Oh my god.
They're kind of half and half. Right. This is where I really start to enjoy the questions here. So we'll start here and we'll work our way up. So this is a question that's went down great the few times I've asked it. So if you could pick one of your songs, where would you have it play in like a moment in a film?
Well, merry-go-round in some kind of cowboy film, I suppose, like a shootout sort of thing, maybe. I don't know, with a carousel in the background. I'm guessing. In It for Love in a speeding car, like car chase kind of thing. Because I mean, if like in the car, sort of thing. Not really selling it.
No, I see the vision. That works out great.
You see the vision. Big Shot, Mr. Big Shot, just like a guy in a tuxedo with some shades, you know. It's like James Bond kind of shit, but like, sorry, kind of
no, really, it's all right.
You know, like
don't worry about swearing.
Okay, fair. Like a Daniel Craig thing where he's all like gritty James Bond kind of thing, you know, like he's a bit dirty, you know.
No, that's kind of what I had envisioned. Like right as the court, he like kicks through the door. That's how I see it. Like double doors, bang.
I'm into
that. The chorus kicks in.
That's very cool.
I'd say sign me for Hollywood. I'd have brilliant ideas.
Mate, on it, mate.
I really would. I'd have all the best bands and the soundtrack. It'd be great.
Yes, mate.
In some ways, we are the Quentin Tarantino of the music industry.
To be fair, I said to Riley the other day because Riley does boxing in his spare time.
Oh, and,
cool. He's had a couple of fights. I've said to him because he's got is it next week?
Yeah, next weekend I've got a title fight.
Oh, brilliant, man!
I said to him, he has made the poor decision not to. I said he needs to come out to Mr. Big Shot.
Oh.
Now, unfortunately, Tom did give me this idea too late because I probably would have took him up. However, literally a few hours earlier, I'd already.
You got the treatment, haven't you?
I haven't actually. It's the same theme that I've stuck with for the past few, which is For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica.
Oh yeah.
Because there's something about the bells at the beginning that just
very intimidating.
It gets you in the mood. Exactly. You can't feel nervous. It gets all the right blood pumping. It's great.
I love that song, man. That was the first Metallica song I ever heard. I remember I saw it on Scuzz, and it was the live version of them playing at a festival. And I was like, and Cliff Burton, the oldest bass player that passed away, unfortunately, was playing. And he's just with his hair like that. And I was like, mate, I was pointing at the TV like that. I was like, that's sick.
Yeah.
I want to do that one day. Well, play drums, but same kind of thing, I guess.
To be fair, I think For Whom the Bell Tolls might have been my first Metallica song I'd ever listened to.
Not
mine was probably Enter Sandman.
It was either Enter Sandman or For Whom the Bell Tolls, and I'll tell you why. Because there was a film that had For Whom the Bell Tolls in, and Zombieland.
Oh,
that film has got it in like right at the start, and I'd heard it while the whole like intro was going on, and I thought that's a good song. That's a good song,
man.
And then looked the song up, and then instantly fell in love with it. And I love Metallica now. It's just amazing.
Me too, man. Me too. Big fan.
I mean, they're one of the best of the scene. So,
oh yeah,
at least in my personal opinion. But in terms of stature, undeniably.
Absolutely, man. I mean, as far as like metal goes, I mean, it's got metal in the name, for God's sake. It's like they're one of the big ones. I mean, obviously they play the biggest venues as far as a metal band goes, but they are an incredible live band, and they write such good tunes, man.
Yeah,
iconic.
I'm well excited. I'm seeing them this year as well, which is quite cool. Yeah, Download.
Oh, dope. Oh, yeah. Playing Download twice.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
So gutted, I'm missing it. I was meant to go, but unfortunately I had exams. So they're not even the important ones, but apparently they're important enough that I can't go see Bring Me the Horizon. So
on to the next question. I think it's quite a good question because everyone else I've asked it to has gone, and then started thinking. So they're making Collateral the movie, a big biopic about. Are you okay, Riley?
Yeah, I don't mind, mate. Please keep going.
Okay, yeah, they're making Collateral the movie, a biopic about all you boys. One question: who would you like to play Ben? What celebrity would you like to play you?
Ben Stiller. No, Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller. I'm gonna go with Ben Stiller because he's funny. Yeah, I like Ben Stiller. Got to be Ben Stiller.
I'm gonna throw another question out here. Well, it's not related to it, unless you had something else to add, Ben.
No.
Yeah. I was just going to ask what are your favorite up and coming bands. Like we all know about like all the small up and coming bands. Like, is there any that you've actually like taken a liking to?
I like all of them, man. I mean, there are a few like that we've toured with that we've really, really, really bonded with. Obviously, The Treatment being one of them. I mean, they're obviously, I'd consider them to be quite. Well, you can't see my hand, but there you go. If I keep it still,
quite there.
They're like up there. You know what I mean? Like they're a fantastic band, man. It's such a privilege to see them play every night. Raider again, as I mentioned, they're a great band. Really enjoyed them. Spider Bite, they're friends from I've known them for quite a long time. They're a killer band.
I've heard good about them.
Oh, they're really good. Gallows Circus are banging, absolutely banging band. South of Salem.
We love South of Salem.
Dude, there's so many, man. Like, there's so many good bands. Man. I'm so lucky to play alongside these bands. Honestly, it's incredible to know so many like talented people that are cool. Like, wow, what else do you want?
That is quite cool.
Oh.
Now all we're waiting for is Riley to be finished with whatever the fuck he's doing. Because as of right now, he's literally just a blurry screen.
Yes, I wonder what he's up to.
Trust me, it's all worth it.
I've got Halen. Oh, Inspector Riley. How's it going, dude?
We've yet to come up with a name for this character.
Yeah, I'm really struggling with the name, but that's not relevant. What is relevant is the reason why we've brought you here today. So, you've been misled. You've been misled, to put it simply. You've not come here to do a funny podcast. In fact, this is possibly my serious podcast that you may ever do. Because we've allured you into a false sense of security, and this is where we knock him down. So, this question, a question old as time. Okay, and I just really want to know if you know the answer. So, really, there's very few words left to say other than just get into it. So
he's dragging it out.
Shut up, man! This is my moment.
I'm going to try and be serious as well.
So, Benny, I really must know.
Okay.
What is the best sandwich?
Oh, okay. It's got to be like a Korean style, like ham and cheese. Like, hear me out. Okay, what you do is, right, you get your frying pan, right, and then you put an egg together. Like, you whisk it in a bowl. You put an egg together. You break an egg into a bowl. You whisk it together, and you put some veg in there, and then you season it, and then you put it in the pan, and then you put some ham on top of that, and then you flip it, and then you put some cheese on top of the other side, and then you flip it again, and then you put it in a sandwich.
Now,
that sounds banging.
I must say you have quite a strong case that you've presented with us.
Thank you, sir.
Maybe one of the strongest that we've had so far.
Yeah.
It's just definitely unique. You've clearly thought about it.
I like sandwiches. They're up there. So.
Now, I don't believe I even need to bring this to a jury to predict my verdict. I must tell you that in the case of the best sandwich, you have a pass.
Yes.
You're now certified by the Uncensored podcast to share your sandwich as a valid sandwich.
Brilliant. I feel happy to be accredited. Thank you, sir.
This is really honourable, and you should take it very seriously.
I take it very seriously.
As you should.
This is all that comes to the end of this is literally like right next to the end of the episode. I think 2 guests ago, when we had the karma effect on, they went, "Oh, Riley should get like a whole like Sherlock Holmes outfit, like the whole coat, the hat, fucking pipe and everything." Yeah. Literally about right after that session, Riley went and bought it.
Yeah, no, I invoiced him because I wasn't paying for that. But I'm making money moves. What can I say?
That's it, man. That's it. Other people's money. That's it.
Yeah, that's the way forward.
Just beg the funder.
I claimed it was a business expense. He doesn't know what those words mean, so it's fine.
Right. Riley, well, sadly, that was not the big question, but now we've got the big question coming.
Already? I thought you had one more.
No. I've done all of mine.
Well, okay. So, Tom, get the notepad. I'll explain the base rules. Oh.
Already got it.
Wow. I would kind of hope you didn't, because I was going to use the time of you getting the notepad in order for me to explain the rules, so it would have looked really nicely and well-timed.
I can just pretend. I can just pretend to rummage around for it. If you want.
Oh, great! Thank you. Well, so here's what you're tasked to do. This is like a special ops operation.
Okay.
I need you to make a band. Okay.
Okay.
Now here are the rules.
Okay.
Your band does not have a limit on how many people can be in the band,
but
it must have the core fundamentals of a bass player, a guitarist, a vocalist, and a drummer. Okay. They can be alive or dead. They will be alive when performing.
All right.
You can be in the band, but you don't have to. But you can have anyone on any instrument. However, they will not magically learn to play that instrument. if they don't already know it.
Okay.
And there is one more rule. Oh yeah, you can have whatever wacky instruments that you want as well. If you want to have like an accordion, then go ahead. We won't stop you.
Okay. Fascinating. Okay.
All the rules. Floor is yours.
All right. Probably start with Charles Darwin on the gazebo. Gazebo's not an instrument, but I think he can make it work. You know, he can get a sound out of it. He's a smart guy. We'd have I don't really know many people, you know.
Yeah, no, you gotta get put on the spot a little.
The next thing I was going to say was Jesus H. Christ, but I'm not going to go there. We're going to have Slash playing, the guitar player Slash. You're not going to be playing guitar in this band. You know, we talked about it, and he was thinking he wanted to go in a new direction, and he was like, you know what, I might try and play the mouth organ. What do you call it? That
harmonica.
That's it. That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's got that vibe.
always. Yeah, you're right. He does look like a harmonica player.
He's got that vibe.
And let me write that down. That's going in the thumbnail.
I'd definitely have like some kind of like I'd probably have like Arnold Schwarzenegger as Conan playing the drums, because like that would be beast. I know he'd break a lot of drums, but
so right, you've got loads of drums to fix it with.
Yeah, I've got some drums. I've definitely got too many drums, and I wouldn't mind.
Wait, you're telling me that's not how drumming works? You don't replace your kit every song?
I'm afraid not, man. It's an illusion.
Man,
don't let the magic happen, bro.
I thought every hit was just the sound of it breaking, and you was really fast at swapping it over.
Yeah, that's what we want you to think, man. That's what we want you to think.
You're a real illusionist. You're a master of your craft, truly.
What can I tell you, man? What can I tell you? Rabbit out of the hat shit, man. Proper.
Well, clearly.
Proper. Who else is there? We could have we've got to get Eminem involved. Eminem's got to do something. So Eminem's got to be he's got to be playing, the umbrella, like you could probably get a sound out of an umbrella, when it's windy and that or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I reckon you can make an umbrella work.
I'm really clutching at straws now, or umbrellas.
No, these straws are beyond clutched. I gotta be honest, but that's the way we like to play.
I think, to be fair, I think that's a full band. You got your drummer, you got your harmonica player, you got your gazebo man, standing under it when it's raining, but he'll have a little tickle on it. And then we've got an umbrella player as well, which I'd really like to see. I'd really like to see that.
That'd be good. However, I am going to need to push for a vocalist.
Oh,
we're going to class the umbrella and the harmonica as a bass and a guitar because they're close enough.
Okay, fair play. Vocals. Can it be an animal?
Yes, it can.
All right, it's got to be the Gruffalo. You know the Gruffalo? Gruffalo, yeah, because he's pretty mean as well. He's pretty mean, to be fair.
Oh, I reckon he'd be a great lead singer.
Yeah, great, like Phil Anselmo style, like vocal display of power kind of stuff. Vocal display of Gruffalo kind of stuff right there.
Right. So, Tom, just so we can fact check this, if you could please read the band that has been concocted.
Right. So we've got Charles Darwin on the gazebo.
Mate.
We've got Slash on the harmonica. Yeah. That's pretty cool. As you said, Arnold Schwarzenegger as Conan on the drums.
Gotta be as Conan. That was the best one. That was the best Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sure.
Yeah. Eminem on the umbrella.
Yeah.
I reckon he'd be banging at that.
That's quite solid. Would he just be sat there just going like that and not that?
Yeah, it'll make it like a sound.
Yeah. That's it. That's quite a good sound, actually.
Yeah. I reckon that's the future. Like a
I'm into, yeah, man.
Yeah. Maybe you should get that on the next album. You said it's a bit experimental. You get some umbrella sound.
Well. Thomas Tank Engine needs to be in there as well.
Oh, is he going to be doing his whistle?
Yeah.
Oh, whack that in.
It's like from the bell tolls, isn't it?
Yeah,
Sick.
that is just how they did it, actually.
They did it, mate. It was Thomas, mate.
Yeah, they called him up and was like, "Yo, Big Tom, I need a favor," and he was like, "Oh, sure, I can pull a few strings for you, Mr. Metallica," and and so forth again.
Anyway,
He's in the writing credits.
Yes, he's in the many thanks right at the end. But we got
the ghost
Gruffalo
writer.
on the vocals. We got Gruffalo on vocals, and then we got Thomas the Tank Engine on the old train whistle.
Yes, mate.
Lovely.
Banging.
Right. So, is there any last minute adjustments you make before the hammer goes down?
No.
Going.
That's it.
Going.
It's a pretty good hammer.
I thought something, but it's gone. It's gone.
Oh God. Well, that's the band. That might be the second. No, that is okay. No, that is the most creative band. I was gonna put Everyday Dogs band above that because they had wasn't it SpongeBob? But no, I think the Umbrella might top it. I think it was the Gazebo that really put you over the edge there.
Gazebo, mate. Who plays that? Brilliant.
Oh, that better be your next live show. I'm telling you.
Outside the box.
Outside the box.
Yeah, that you were very outside the box. Yeah, in this box, you're very over there, like across a road or two.
I can't even see the box.
No, the box is gone. The box is. Where's the box?
Where is the box?
Knows. Different dimension. Like boxes don't even exist in my dimension. So
of course, you've actually boxless completely. Some may argue you cannot think outside the box without a box, but who knows?
Oh, that is deep. That is deep.
Guys, you know it. That's what you come to the Uncentered podcast for. Yeah.
Deep thoughts with the Uncentered podcast.
Well,
that was deep.
Put it in a t-shirt. But that's all my questions done.
That is all my questions done.
So, do you have any questions that you'd like to ask while you're here?
It's not a question, but if you guys want to come to any shows in the future, let me know.
We will make sure to let you know.
Cool.
We are very much planning, if we can, and if you're going to tour this year, we'll be to at least one show this year.
Sounds good, man.
Awesome. And we'll make sure to let you know in advance. But
yes, please.
If everything is said and done, well, I've been Riley. That's been Tom. That has been Ben from band Collateral. Please go listen to their music. They will be linked up there, down there, and here. Just everywhere, really. They're omnipotent. Please listen to our stuff. Maybe Tom will figure out how to put it on Spotify this week. And if not,
don't stop. That's your job now.
Piss off. And if not, you can continue to listen to them via YouTube right here. Because right here, wait, hang on, because it gets reversed.
Somewhere.
Here is where you can watch the playlist, and here is a video recommended for the viewer. Right here is Collateral, and right here is the Uncentered podcast. Smashed that, I did. Absolutely battered it. But
well
yeah,
done, Riley.
Go watch all the episodes. Go listen to Collateral. All the socials are linked down below. Thank you so much for coming. It's been an absolute pleasure. And we will see you in the next monthly episode of the Uncentered podcast. Woo!